Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another YouTube video with your boy Pollux the Wise. I hope you guys are doing absolutely frogging splendid, taking care of yourselves, and as always, staying safe. We are on to episode 4 now of the tower defense game known as Gods of Defense, which, by the way, I have been enjoying and playing quite a bit recently. I hope you guys have been enjoying it as well. Let me know down in the comments section below if you guys want me to keep up these episodes. I haven't noticed a ton of feedback, again, because this game is brand spanking new, so obviously not a lot of people are going to know about it or have played it yet, but if you guys want to see more gameplay of this, please, do let me know. That's really all I ask from you guys is just some feedback, and I'd appreciate some comments in the comments section to read, and let me know what you guys' thoughts are on either just my own gameplay or like what you guys want to see in terms of content in general. That would be very helpful. Now, going back to the Gods of Defense gameplay, there's something I do want to point out. You're going to notice that we have quite a bit of faith and hope stored up from our last episode. Now, there is a small problem. I don't know if this is intentional or if it's a bug or what. In some ways, it's kind of a blessing in disguise, a little bit of an annoyance or a mild inconvenience, depending on the way that you want to look at it. But I do want to point out in that I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, in the last episode near the end, we had actually spent our faith and our hope on some upgrades. So if we go to the menu here, this is not anywhere where we started from before. Okay, so we're missing a couple of things here. First of all, at the end of the last episode, correct me if I'm wrong, we had upgraded the Fount and the Monk. We had also unlocked a new tower, the Mortar, and on top of that, we also upgraded our coffer size. So there are a couple things here that, for whatever reason, the game reverted. And I'm not complaining. I just think that it's kind of curious that it does that. In some senses, like I said, it is a bit of a blessing in disguise, and the reason for that being is simply because, well, if you think about it, let's say you upgrade something on accident, and then you go to start a new run, and you're like, oh crap, you know what? Now that I think about it, I really wish I hadn't spent my resources on that. Well, in some ways, this kind of saves you from having done that a little bit. Now, we still have some of the upgrades that we'd gotten previously before that after completing another run, and I think that's kind of where it like hard locks those upgrades into place. So if you start another run after you've upgraded something and then you exit the game and go back into it, then yeah, those upgrades will stay in place, because as you can see here, obviously we still have the Pyro Tower unlocked, and obviously we still have our coffer size upgraded, but everything else just seems to have been reverted for some reason. So with that being said, let's actually go ahead here. We're going to spend a little bit of our faith and our hope, and let's go ahead and just get things started. Let's go ahead, let's unlock the Mortar. So we have this now in our possession. I believe we'd also upgraded the gun to reduce the construction costs. I'm not sure that I want to continue doing that, at least for now. We can upgrade the reduced construction for the mortar, so I don't know if we want to do that right now, but let's just go ahead and see what else we have. The monks. I do think we want to upgrade the monks, just so that they get more prayers per action, so instead of 1, it would be 2. I know for a fact that we did upgrade the coffer size, and we got it all the way up to starting gold of 500, and I think we just kind of stopped here, right? So we capped ourselves right here. We still have about 14 faith left and 2 hope. Do we want to upgrade our fount to increase the mana production? I would say so. I feel like this is going to be a really good upgrade, and it's just kind of hard to tell. I feel like corruption is going to be a problem in later levels, so let's go ahead. Let's upgrade this. We need 2 more faith in order to get this to 75% efficiency. So do we want to keep the monks where we're at right now and just save our current resources? I think so. I think that would be a good idea. Again, we can upgrade our fortitude for the temple health, the starting temple health, that is. I don't feel like that's a necessity as of right now. But let's go ahead. Let's go back here for a second. And then if we go back into the menu. Okay, so it does keep these changes as of right now, which is good to know. But yeah, that is kind of curious that when we exited the game and we came back here, it reverted those changes. So in any case, we've completed Bountiful, and we've completed the level known as just simply 1. So now we are on to Pyrophilia. That is an interesting title, Pyrophilia. Okay. So yeah, the starting towers. Ah, this is why. Because because the starting tower is different now. We now no longer start with the gun tower. We are now going to start with the pyro tower, which I think is kind of a blessing. However, we are going to run into some new beasts. And now something tells me that perhaps guns might do better here, or perhaps even our newly unlocked mortar. I guess we'll find out and see. But, yeah, we'll take a look at the encyclopedia after this run and kind of figure out what's what and where do we go from here. So, yeah, once again, we're back at this upgrade screen again. I guess we could have kind of skipped that, but oh well. It is what it is. Tomato tomato. So here we go. I also noticed that like my cursor kind of reverts between the in-game cursor and the normal one. I don't know if you guys can see. Like right now it's like my regular cyan cursor. Okay, so here's our starting stuff. And yeah, I mean, we can't banish any towers, and we can't, you know, we can't do any of that jazz. So I wonder if it's going to offer these different towers in order as far as unlocking them is concerned. So I think that's what it means when it refers to banished towers, so that you can get to the towers that you want to unlock quicker to accelerate your gameplay. So that is kind of interesting. So I think you kind of also need to be selective with what you upgrade and unlock as well, which could be an interesting meta. Now, I'm noticing that the gold drop does start to wane off completely at wave 20. So I'm assuming by that point it'll hit 0%, so we do need to keep that in mind. So we're right back to where we were originally. The difference being now we have enemies that are devils and beasts. Well, hopefully beasts will take just as much fire from the Pyro Tower as well as, you know, the other stuff. And unfortunately, we can't even start with producing mana from the get-go. I almost wonder if I want to re-roll another map, or if that's even worth it. Or do we just roll with this one? Let's just try rolling with this one and seeing what we can get away with here. We'll go ahead and put down some Pyro Towers. And really, you know what? Let's go ahead and just verify that we have our gold here as just like that. That looks good. Monks, I want these guys to have the majority of the mana going to them. And I guess the Annihilator can get one as well. I don't feel like we need this, though. Do we need this, though? I really don't know. We'll see how much of an issue this becomes. We can always redirect resources later. God Power, I don't even know what this does. We'll figure it out as we go along, but I know what Absolution does. I feel as if perhaps God Power isn't what we want. Is that what we want? I feel like we kept this the same before. I guess, yeah, we'll play around with the settings, figure out what works best, and let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, there we go. Now we can already start getting all of these different little whatchamacallits here. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, this is cutting it close. Gotta get some more towers up. Looks good. And yeah, for the most part, I'm just going to focus on building mana and trying to unlock the monks as soon as humanly possible, because we need those to combat corruption. And let's go ahead and speed things up here a little bit. Excellent. So far, so good. We haven't really encountered any new enemies yet. Let's just go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. Got a lot of fast-moving enemies here. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So corruption is already starting to come earlier and earlier. Let's see what we get. Yes, the monks. Perfect. This is exactly what I needed. Just in the nick of time, too. Now, I recently had somebody explain to me it does not really matter where you put the monks. However, you still kind of want them farther away so that they will avoid corruption. So I feel as if, really, it does not matter where we put these things. I guess we could put them kind of in the back by the temple. That doesn't seem like a terribly bad idea. But I'm assuming the more monks that we have on the battlefield, the more we'll be able to combat corruption. So let's go ahead and just give this a shot here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have immediately started combating said corruption. And holy hell. Yeah, we barely even need to put down defense right now because we're just going to be producing so much mana at this point. It is ridiculous. So let's just keep going. And we're just going to gradually start upgrading our defenses as we go along. We can get another Pyro Tower here in this spot. This is going to be excellent. We do need to quickly get this up, though, because we are kind of starting to get overwhelmed a little bit. Here comes the Pyro Tower. Very nice, very nice. I like this path layout. This is perfect, actually, for Pyro. And the best part is we haven't even had to upgrade our defenses yet, because they're going to just automatically do that by themselves. Wow, these are already level 2. Excellent stuff. And here we go. We have another upgrade at our disposal. Now, we could go for guns. I'm going to bank on us being able to take down beasts with no issue. And I'm going to go for earning 2 times faith during the next wave. So let's go ahead and select that upgrade. We almost have enough for another Pyro Tower, so I'm just going to keep on rolling with what we've got here. I'm actually going to put this one here, just in case one of these paths close. This will be a more optimal spot. And actually, we can get one right here as well. So here we go. Just call the next wave. And aha, we already have another well unlocked. Okay. I accidentally put this here. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, I don't think these connect. I'm not seeing any visible connection if these things are placed diagonally adjacent to a spirit well, so I feel like it's only perpendicularly or horizontally perpendicular to horizontally or perpendicularly adjacent to a spirit well. That's when that works. I hope that makes sense, but yeah, you can't put it at the corners is basically what I'm saying. Also, wow, now these seem like cheaper, I guess. And holy hell, look at how many prayers we have along with the mana. The mana is just going wild since we upgraded this. Now, let me see something here for a minute. Okay. Okay, nice. Now we have the mortar. I want to check this thing out. But before we do that, I want to also click on... I want to click on the temple here because it's glowing. Shift-click to fire? Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's what that does. So it releases some kind of blast. I wonder if... Does it have to have enemies near? I'm assuming so. It's kind of hard to tell. But that is definitely some kind of weapon that we can use on nearby enemies, which is good. In any case, let's go ahead and put down one more Pyro Tower, and then let's take a look at the mortar. Oh my goodness. Look at this thing, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this mortar. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, what on earth am I looking at here? Holy hell. Let's just get this thing to max level. I want to see what this thing can do at max level. Oh my goodness. So obviously this thing is very, very slow when it fires. However, the damage. So the pyro at level... Let's just get this to level 4 real quick just to see what its damage looks like. So to health, it's 26, but it does ignore the shield. This thing deals 32 damage in terms of health. Oh my goodness. The only thing that I guess mildly concerns me about this tower is its accuracy. So, yeah, let's go ahead and try this. Are you ready to face greed? Okay. Let's go ahead and speed this up here. Wow. I guess you kind of don't really need accuracy since by the time that enemies make their way down here, there's always going to be like more behind them. So I guess when this thing fires, so long as there's enemies behind it, it doesn't feel like the shots are really getting wasted per se. So I'm actually kind of happy with this tower. I feel like it's really, really good. At least from my own personal perspective. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And yeah, wow. Mortar OP. Please nerf. I'm trying to determine if it ignores the shields. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, hold on a minute. So, it does seem like some of these enemies are getting through. And yeah, you know what I'm starting to realize? These mortars do not ignore shields, as far as I can tell. So that is a good thing to note. At least that's visually what I'm observing. It does not seem like they're able to pierce through. So yeah, let's just go ahead and repair the temple because we did lose a life, unfortunately. But yeah, perhaps maybe let's sell this tower. We could get another Pyro Tower if we really, really want to. Do we want to, though? That is the question. We've only got one area where these things are coming from right now. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get another one. And yeah, maybe let's just sell this. I hate to do that, but honestly, I really don't feel like sacrificing its ability to pierce through a shield just kind of seems a little silly, in my opinion. Pyro Tower is still OP in comparison to Mortar. But we'll see if this thing has a good utility later on in some other levels. I'm also not noticing, like, new enemies yet. So it's kind of hard to tell. And yeah, even with this absurdly long map pathway, this is still a good representation of enemies that are getting a little bit too far for my taste. At least we're combating the corruption at this point, so that is good to know. But yeah, wow, look at that. I kind of have to keep my eyes on this temple over here now, because I can't rely on my defense anymore, as spread out as it is, to take down these enemies. Shall we put down another Pyro Tower? I think so. So there we go. Go ahead and get that upgraded there. And let's just keep sending out the waves. I think it has to do something with the fastest moving enemies. Those are the ones that are getting the furthest, because these Pyro Towers admittedly do take a little while to fire, despite them having close to level 4 stats. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And wow. Yeah, the mana production is just through the roof, as is the prayers. Oh my goodness, what is going on with my mouse? Hello. Yeah. I like this ability, I just wish it was targetable. Perhaps it is, and maybe I'm just using it incorrectly. Or maybe it's only for, like, close range. Like, as a last resort. Okay, here we go. Now we've got some more... whatchamacallits? Some more Spirit Well Fount locations. So we're just going to take up all that real estate, because it's free real estate. And goodness gracious, look at this. And there we go. Very nice. We can just go ahead and send out this next wave here. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, now enemies have, like, a lot more speed. Holy hell. This is a small problem. There we go. Wow, I actually think that kind of just saved us there. Uh-oh, we still might be in some trouble. Is that guy gonna get through? Quick, use the ability. We lost a life. It's okay. We could take a couple more hits. Come on. Please, please tell me we've got this under control. Oh my goodness. Oh, we took a second hit. Wow. Yeah, we gotta go back to the enemy encyclopedia and see which enemies are becoming a problem. Unfortunately, a lot of our defense is located near the back, so to be frankly fair, we do have a lot of enemies that are just getting damaged too far behind their starting points. Maybe a Snowstorm will help. So let's try the Snowstorm. Ooh, yeah. Let's see if this makes a difference. Snowstorm, question mark? Any good? like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, see, now enemies, they're still getting farther, but they're not as bad as before. Here we go. Yeah, let's see here. We've only got 5% income. That's a rip. Okay, we are taking more and more hits to the temple. Ouch. Thank goodness. Okay, we still have 4 hearts left. But I'm pretty sure we're about to run out of income. So the question becomes, with this much mana on the battlefield, do we really need to keep all of these around? I think we're doing a pretty good job combating corruption at this point. So perhaps selling some of these would be worth it. Let's go ahead and do that. I hope this isn't sacrificing too much, but I would just like to get another tower down on the battlefield. I'm trying to find the wells that are worth the most before I sell them. Big yikes. We are sacrificing quite a bit here in the way of stuff. So here we go. Yeah, unfortunately we're just out of money, and this is our defense right now. Let's see if our corruption suffers as a result. Hopefully it does not. Dear God, those things are moving so damn fast. Wait for it, wait for it. Yeah, we got to be able to use this in time. And it's only wave 20, so I hope there's not too many waves after this. Ouch. Come on, please hold. Are you serious right now? We can't even kill this thing? How much health do these things have? Dear God. Are we gonna die? Oh no. Oh no, we lost. That is a big rip. Wow. Okay, so a couple things to learn from this. I think we put too much of our defense near the back. We have to keep expanding forward, which I guess we technically did, but perhaps we were trying to concentrate too much. And considering the speed of like these new enemies, now may not be the point that we want to do that at. So let's go to the manual. Let's take a look at these beasts. Well, actually, there's 2 new sets of enemies. There's giants and beasts. Holy hell. What on earth is this? So I'm looking at all of these new enemies. I didn't even see these, I don't think. But somehow it's listing them here. Rims, Savage, Tremor Urkan, Wecht, Xul, Yaila, and Za. Oh my god, look at these things. 30,000 health and then 1,600. But the difference in speed? Just what the hell? Wait a minute. These guys all have healing. Oh no. Well, that's not good. Okay. So that's their, you know, thingamabob. That's their gist, basically. And here's all of these things. Yeah, the demons are not that bad, but I think these are beasts at this point. Yeah, this has to be beasts. So you've got Fangs, Nash, Horrocks, Urdon, Cal, Laguna, Mace, Norix, Hombre. Yeah, okay, some of these do have healing. I see 4 of these have healing at least. Do they? Yeah, almost all of them have healing, and the ones that don't have healing have a lot of health and ridiculous speed. What on earth? So we definitely need to upgrade some stuff. Let's take a look at the mortar. Okay, so targeting priority is approximate. Mortar plays stochastic role in the overall strategy. So the damage... Okay, here we go. Now we have some data mining here. So the damage to health is 20 and the shield is 20. So AoE radius is 1.3 meters. and a reload time of 8 to 4 seconds. I'm assuming 4 seconds is at max upgrade. Yeah, they throw slow grenades. Yeah. And this one only does 10 damage to the health and the shield. And this one, they suffer fire damage irrespective of the shield status, and it also has the Orbit of Corruption trails. So the fire damage takes place over time. Place the towers accordingly. So this is what we were referring to from before. The reason why I think enemies were getting further and further was not only because they had the healing to combat the Pyro Tower as far as damage is concerned, but the speed, them moving so fast and us not dealing damage sooner, is part of the reason why we started dying. So let's go ahead here and let's go into Pyrophilia again. We're going to play it. I should say we're going to upgrade some stuff. We're probably not going to do another run because that is going to take a bit of an excessive amount of time. Although I do kind of want to beat this level. So I'm debating whether or not I should. We're almost at the half-hour mark. That would be a bit of a lengthy episode. I don't think we will. I think I'll beat this on my own time and then come back and start a new level just to showcase it. So we don't have to beat every level in one single episode, if that makes sense. We're just playing it to showcase it, if that makes sense. But in any case, let's go ahead and take a look here. We do have 4 hope, which is quite a bit. We still got quite a few resources from this run. I think... Ooh, we can reduce the construction cost even further, which is really, really good. I don't know if we want to do that. You want to increase fount efficiency? I don't think combating the corruption at this point is the best use of our resources. I feel like we just kind of need to... Let's see what this does. So yeah, you just keep pouring more and more resources to reduce the construction cost. So I feel like having this thing becoming super, super cheap would be a great use of our resources as of right now. But that does leave us with very little faith. But at least we have a lot of hope. So that is good. And we actually still can spend some resources here. So let's see here. Reveal postpones. I don't know if I even want to do that. Additional towers at the start. We could actually do this. We could increase this. I'm not sure what that does. I'm assuming free towers means you just have it unlocked from the get-go. But for now, I think what I'm going to do is maybe spend this just to unlock it. And I guess we can always see what it does later on. And then, do I want to upgrade Temple Fortitude? Yeah, with enemies being as fast as they are, it might actually be prudent now to start getting some extra health on the temple itself. So you know what the hell. I will play around just to lock these upgrades in place, hopefully. And then if I exit the game, it should save these changes now. So yeah, let's just go ahead and let everything leak through here. There you go. Exactly the number needed to kill the temple at the start. So, oh well, is what it is. But we didn't earn any resources. Now, if I go back here, we should have our upgrades in the upgrade menu locked into place. So let's take a look here. And surely enough, we have everything that we unlocked from before. So that's good. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the end of today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Gods of Defense. If you guys, again, want to see more of this content, please let me know down in the comment section below. I would just like to give out a reminder for those of you who still watch my Kingdom Rush content or follow it, that we are doing a Iron Marines / Kingdom Rush trivia night on my Discord server. The link to that will be in the comment section below of this video, so you guys feel free to join. We are in the process of voting on a time for it to start this Saturday. So far, the most popular votes seem to be between, 4 p.m. and I think like maybe 1 or 2 p.m. But either way, if you guys want to join that and you want to be one of 3 lucky winners to earn an Iron Marines original Steam key, then please go ahead and join our Discord server. It's going to be a lot of fun. And hopefully we'll see you guys there and in the next YouTube video or live stream. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pollux the Wise. Peace out.